Hi everyone, welcome back to Anthropology. In today's video, we are diving deep into a crucial topic for NTA NET and UPSC Anthropology optional, the concept of family in anthropology. Whether you were revising for exams or just curious about anthropology, I've got you covered. Let's get started. So first we'll cover with the introduction, like what is the definition of family, the importance in anthropology, why we are studying family in anthropology, and what is the exam point of relevances, and how the questions are coming, how you have to frame it out for NTA NET and UPSC optionals. So what is family? First, let discover this. Family is one of the most fundamental institutions of human society. According to George P. Murdoch, it defines as a social group characterized by common residence, economic cooperations, and reproductions. It typically includes adults of both genders, at least two of whom maintain a socially approved sexual relationship and or more children. So, in a nutshell, so family is a group of people related by blood, marriage, and adoption, living together and sharing responsibilities. By G.P. Murdoch in 1948 49. And what is the importance of anthropology in family in anthropology? So, family is central of studying the kinship, the culture, and the social organization in the specific point of time. In anthropology, family is a central, is a structure based on which many functions are developing or proliferating in the society. That is, understanding the kinship, the cultural values and norms, the social organization, how the social hierarchy works in the village. Everything is depends upon the family, on the structure, on the fundamental base. It helps us explore the how the society structure the relationship and allocate roles to the every individuals and how every individual is getting role. So in a family, a father have an individual role, a mother have their individual role. Again, how this is segregating in a society. Now we'll go the types of family, which will give you more a vast image about what is family and how we are differentiating it. So types of family we have by structure. In a structure I sense in I means like nuclear, extended, and joint families. For example, joint families are common in India, particularly in the rural areas where the agrarian societies are in a large number, and we have the agricultural based families who have joint working as a joint family. Okay. So then by residence, we have patrilocal, matrilocal, and neolocal. So in the patrilocal, living near the husband's family, matrilocal, living near the wife's family, and neolocal, independent household, which is the modern form of residential types of family. Okay, we are going through, going outside and staying together, and mostly because of the occupational migration, the push and pull factors, which is responsible. Okay. Next, we have the by descent. A family by descent will be patrilineal, matrilineal. Some southern India, like the Nayars and Ejwas, are matrilineal societies. Garo, Khasi in the northeast have matrilineal societies, and overall, we have patrilineal. Bilateral have some societies who have to follow this bilateral descent structure for family. What is the functions of family? This is very interesting one. We have a structure, and on based on that structure we have some functions, definite functions to fulfill by the structure. So function of the family provide the biological, social, economical, and emotional values to a individual. Now what is biological? uh, Reproduction or child rearing, a legitimate child rearing can be termed as a biological function. Social is acculturating someone or nurturing someone, like they're with social values and norms. These are the social functions. What is the economical functions? In economic function, we can provide like financial support and organizing the labor policies, in that economic sphere, and that will also help to control the social hierarchy in a village or for an unit. It's yes. And the emotional offerings, like we have offering of cares, as we know the human as a altruistic, we have altruistic nature, helping each other, taking care, showing love and protection. We have Kuved. So Kuved is a best example of this emotional offerings to a pregnant lady, where the father also going through that labor pain. Okay. So that is the emotional, and while studying the functions of family, we have to think in our head that how these functions are differentiating or segregating in specific cultures, how every culture is uh, taking care of these things, and how it is varying across the culture. What I mean to say is like how the biological and the social functions varying across the culture. Even we have tota families believes that the biological father and the social fathers are two distinct unit. Okay. Now, going to the next part, which is the family in the Indian context. In the Indian context, it is very complex type of thing. We know, like in the Indian context, we preferred the joint families, which are like in nowadays is not prominent because of the urban globalization and modernization happening all around. So in India, we have a preference earlier with joint families, but urbanization and modernization have led to the rise of nuclear families. Women's increasing participation in the workforce and changing the social norms are reshaping the family structure. So what is happening? The like economical participation is for both the genders. Okay, happening. So the individual role is getting hindered, so that the social norms and the again the reshaping of family structures are going through. We have single mother, single father families, bisexual families who are leading their kids. That is like same sexual, trans and cis-sexual families we are also have in modern formation, right? That is the new formation where we are contributing to the workforce as a economical unit. Okay. Theories of families. What are the different theories of families? We have structural functional approach. Structural functional approach mainly says the focuses on family role to maintain the society. The Talcott person is a proponent of that theories. Why? And family is a structure. Based on the structure, we are maintaining the society. That is his theory. And now conflict perspective examines the powers and inequality in the family dynamics. I told you the social and economical functions of family can lead to this power politics, like the hierarchy, the habitus, and inequality in the family dynamics between in itself and outer. The symbolic interactionism of family explore daily interaction and share the meanings in family. Okay, so these are the very clear and contextual simplified theories what I am presenting here. In the exam point of view, this is very important. So this bullet point will help you to revise in quick, like in less time. Okay, so now we'll go the functions. We already covered it, but again we are repeating that biological ensures the reproduction and continuation of society. The social function of family is the teaching norms, values, and roles, regulate the sexual behaviors, the taboo and the cult, economical behavior, organize division of labor, provide financial supports. So these are the functions of family. Okay. Next, we'll go to the Indian context. We have joint family system dominate. Earlier, kinship networks are extensive. So we have extensive kinship networks in Indian family, especially. Changes what we observe in present scenario. Urbanization leads to nuclear families and increased participation of working women in the workforce. So these are all the dynamics. These are all the cultural revolution what will take place according to the time and space. So nothing to be worried or nothing to be like significant about it. So let's talk about the anthropologists and the work on their family. George P. Murdoch have worked on the comparative studies on kinship and family, how this extensive kinship and family is related, and how the family is depending upon the kinships and the rules and distributions. Okay, and Evans Pritchard studied kinship among the Nuer in Sudan. Radcliffe Brown focused on the family role in social structure. Iravati Karve also worked on the kinship and the family in Indian context. So very important figure, Iravati Karve. So key concepts and terms. So remember all this mnemonics. It will help you to get like the concrete marks in the family, like questions coming from family sections, right? This is very important section considering the NTA NET and UPSC, because every year we have two to three questions from these sections. So we will the revise the key concepts and the terms, and it will help you, right? So we have consanguinal and affinal. So how I remember, the C will be related to B and A is related to M. So C A B means consanguinal is related to blood and affinal is related to marriage. So this is the mnemonic CBAM. Uh, it will help you to relate these kinship terminologies with the marriage functions. Now in marriage, we have monogamy, polygamy, rules is endogamy and exogamy. We have inheritance, the primogeniture and the eldest inherits. Yes. So economical distribution is also among the family another thing. Like we have inheritance distribution of economical transactions, right? The primogeniture, the elders will inherit the major portions and will get the distributions like that. I will give you provide you some better examples understanding for better understanding. We have case studies, the newer kinship systems in Sudan and Tarawar matrilineal systems in Kerala, which have matrilineal descents of societies, families in Kerala. Newer kinship systems in Sudan. This is very important book for by Evans Pritchard. And current affairs, we can read Kathleen Gog in these sections. If you are talking about Nayers, we can read Kathleen Gog, one of very important anthropologists working on these sections. Kathleen Gog. And current affairs, impact of same-sex marriage, laws on family structure in India, and how the family support system during the COVID-19 area. So we have to use this mnemonics to remember types and functions of the families, as well as we have to practice the previous year questions like kinship terminologies for the internet, for the impact of modernization on Indian families or UPSC, how this the same-sex marriage laws and family structure in India is affecting the family, the archaic or the ancient family structure concept of family structure in India. And the next will be have the relate the to the real world example, like the how the changing role of families during we have seen the COVID-19 pandemic. We have the social destruction, social distances, how we have maintained the social functions, considering the roles and habitats of that family, right? So let's wrap up with some tips. uh, so we have this mnemonics, we have we'll revise again. Okay, the anthropologist and their works on family, very important one: George P. Murdoch, Evans Pritchard, A. Radcliffe Brown, and Iravati Karve. So four important features from family section. Next, please remember all this thing. So what I said, CBAM, that is consanguinal will be blood relative, affinal will be the marriage relative, and every time this question will be coming, like you have to match the following. So in match the followings, we have these sections. In marriage, we have monogamy and polygamy, rules, endogamy and exogamy. So these are all the structural elements or the matrix which is designing the concepts of family, based on which we have marriage, death, birth, rites de passage, whatever, what else we have. Okay, so very fundamental, very easy. So try to get possible like the whole marks from out of it. So that's it for today's video. I hope you found this session on family in anthropology helpful. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Anthrostudy for more anthropological insights. Let me know in the comments what topics. Yeah, exactly. Like, please let me know like which topic I have to cover more. Give me some suggestions that will help me to grow this channel for anthropology. Let me know in the comments. Okay, until then, happy studying.